Hey everybody, welcome to King Benny's football picks. I was in desperate need of a good weekend this past weekend, and I finally got it. So, real happy to say, going to run down what we did. First of all, with OU, they were laying 2.5 points at home to Buffalo. They crushed Buffalo 52-17. Got that one right. I was wrong about Minnesota and Northwestern. Thought Northwestern would take the gas off a little after they clinched that division of the Big Ten. They did not. There was some goofy line movement and Minnesota was getting 2.5. They ended up losing by 10. So Northwestern's kind of, whoever they end up playing in that in Indianapolis in a couple weeks, I think they're going to give them a run for their money. Got that one wrong. Mississippi State against Arkansas, they were laying 20 whole points, but they won 52-6. So they took care of business after holding Alabama to 24. So that was good to see. Notre Dame and Syracuse at Yankee Stadium. People were wondering, that should have been, it was a good classic game, good matchup, good environment and everything. The Irish were laying 10. They ended up winning by 33. So right now, Notre Dame, I don't know what's going to happen, but if they beat USC, which they should, I think you're looking at them, the Irish in the playoff. University of Louisiana Monroe, they were getting 8.5. They lost 31-17 to Arkansas State. Got that one wrong. Missouri and Tennessee. Missouri was laying just 6, won 50-17. Crushed the Volunteers pretty handily. Miami and Virginia Tech. I had Miami laying 4. They won 38-14. Virginia and Virginia Tech looking a little shisty there. UC versus UCF. I had a little bit of hometown bias, but the Bearcats were getting a 7-point advantage. And UCF really showed why they're a team to be reckoned with. I mean, there's a reason why they haven't lost in about 2 years, crushing the Bearcats 38-13. That was rough one to swallow. And then in the nightcap on Saturday night, I had San Diego State getting 14.5 points to Fresno State. They didn't need quite all of it, but they needed most of it. They were able to cover. Lost 14-23. So overall, went 6-3 on college. That wasn't too bad. Moving on to the NFL, I had Seattle laying 2.5 to Green Bay in the Thursday night game, and they needed all of that. They won by 3. So there's how it goes. NFL lines tend to land pretty close a lot of the time. Detroit and Carolina. It's just that coming home, Carolina had been rolling pretty well. And I thought Detroit, getting over a field goal at home was a good play. They ended up actually winning the game 20-19. So watch out for the Lions. Not sure what that means tomorrow when they got the Bears coming to town. So that'll be a real tasty Thanksgiving matchup there. The Bengals and the Ravens, they really, if AJ Green's in that game, they win. They do a couple things right, have a couple things bounce their way. They win that game. But they were able to cover, getting the 4 points. So, a little bittersweet, but at least they covered. So I had the Bengals there. Indy and Tennessee only laying 2 at home. Indy, they're kind of coming up lately. Their O-line's looking good. Luck is looking good. And they're playing well. Crushed Tennessee 38-10 at home. Got that one right. Philly and New Orleans. I thought it was an aberration what New Orleans did against the Bengals last week. Week before last. Apparently it wasn't, because they threw up 48 points on Philly, who was only getting 8 points and only managed to score a touchdown. So, look out for the Saints, man. Everybody's talking, about the Chiefs and the Rams, et cetera, but don't sleep on New Orleans, because they're always right there. Got that one wrong. Chicago and Minnesota. The Bears looking pretty solid. Obviously Khalil Mack. I like what I'm seeing out of Trubisky. I mean, he's got a gun, but he'll clear out the middle of the field. He'll sprint right up the middle on you. They needed most. They were laying 3 at home on Sunday night. They won by 5 to a pretty tough Minnesota squad. So got that one right. The Monday night shootout fest. It was hard to not take the Rams 3.5. I don't know, the way that the chalk has been going, the favorites. I had better feeling about the Rams defense than KC's defense. It's turned out nobody wanted to play defense on Monday night, so they lost by, or they won by 3. 1 extra point right there. That hook will get you every time. So got that one wrong. But overall, I went 5-2 on the NFL. That was pretty solid. So that had me at 11-5 for the whole weekend, which was nice. And I even got a little parlay in there with the Denver, which I didn't pick for this, but Denver, Indy, and Detroit had a nice little 3-team parlay. So that got me my 100th win of the year. So I'm at 182-3. So it was a nice little blip. So we'll see if we can keep this rolling going into rivalry week for the NCAA, and as we head down the stretch for NFL, see how it goes. Keep an eye out. I'm going to try to get these college picks out as soon as I can, probably within the next day or so, because there's a lot actually on Friday. So have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy those games tomorrow, and as always, good luck.